Hey, what is going on, guys? Coming at you with a brand new deck profile for the November 2015 ban list, and today I'll be showing you guys my Barrier Statue Stun deck. So starting off with the Barrier Statues, we have the 2 Water, 2 Earth, 2 Fire, and 2 Wind to make up the 4 elements of the Avatar universe for our Barrier Statues. So of course with these Barrier Statues, they prevent spell summoning for all attributes except for the attribute that they are. So like the Wind guy prevents all other elements beside Wind, and so on and so forth. I like doing these 4 elements and don't really like doing the Light and Dark because there's a lot of relevant decks out there that are based off of Light and Dark, like say Cosmo, Satara Knights, Burning Abyss, Shadal's, Dark World, so on and so forth. Whereas with these elements, there aren't as many relevant decks that you have to worry about. With Wind, the only major deck you have to worry about is Magispectors. For Fire, there's Ignites and Infernoids. For Earth, there's Madolche, and then for Water, there's Mermails and Necros, I guess. But again, you don't really have to worry about those too much. So these are just really here to just stop your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Which for this format right now is mostly spell summoning. So that's the whole point of the statues. Then for the final monster, we have the Free Fossil Dyna. Basically does the same thing as the statues, except it stops spell summoning altogether for all elements. And then its swap effect can actually be useful if you're going second, or if your opponent just has a big established board of spell summon monsters, just for completely getting rid of that board and hopefully trying to get through to their life points as well. So that's it for monsters. For spells, we have the Free Moon Mirror Shield. Definitely the MVP of the deck right here. This just basically makes it to where your opponent cannot beat over your monsters in battle at all with this equipped to it. Because whether it's your opponent attacking or you attacking with the monster equipped by this, at damage calculation, no matter what, it'll make your monster 100 points stronger than the strongest stat of the opposing monster, whether that's attack or defense. So even if your opponent drops Honest or Collude or anything like that, Moon Mirror Shield still makes your monster 100 points stronger, which a lot of people, when I've been testing this online, have just gone right past Moon Mirror Shield and tried to like Honest over it and stuff, but they don't realize that that doesn't really work. It helps you to get over defense position monsters, helps you get over bigger monsters. Just overall, a really powerful card. And the fact that it can easily recycle itself as well on the top or bottom of the deck by paying 500 life points when it goes to the graveyard is really good as well. So it's easily recyclable. Then we have the Free Pod Duality, since obviously we don't spell summon in this deck at all, and we just need to dig for our combo pieces. Along with the Free Upstart Goblin. The only downside to this is, of course, you're not inflicting a lot of life points, at a time. So Upstart does make it a bit more difficult to end the game. But again, you just need to get to those cards to basically put up a strong board that you can lock down your opponent with. So Upstart is just here for that extra consistency. Then we have the Free Messenger of Peace. I unfortunately cannot find the third one that I was supposed to have, so I'm kind of proxying one right now. But Messenger of Peace is another one of those cards that people just kind of look past and think that it's nothing, but don't really realize what it does. Just the fact that it prevents monsters of 1500 or more from attacking at all is just amazing, because it doesn't stop any of your monsters in the main deck from attacking. It prevents most of your opponent's monsters from attacking, and just protects your guys just at this very, very minuscule cost of 100 life each standby phase. So overall, just a really powerful card. Then for one-ofs, we have the 1 day apiece. We're not really concerned about doing damage right away with this deck. We just need to get to more cards. This also can be used as a stall card to keep you in the game as well. And then finally, the 1 Raigeki to get rid of those established boards. So now to round it out, the traps. Starting off, we have the Triple Dark Bribe. This will pretty much protect your monsters and protect your your Messenger of Peace and your other spells and traps from just about anything. Protects you from MSTs, protects you from Dark Holes, Raigekis, Torrential Tributes, Fiendish Chains, a whole lot of things. So that's why I do like playing the Dark Bribe. You don't really care too much about giving your opponent a card, you just mostly care about protecting your established board. Then we have the Triple Scrap Iron Scarecrow. This again is just another stall card along with Messenger. Just guarantees that you'll be able to stop one attack each turn. If you have multiples, you can stop even more. And it's just a card that they have to MST away, or else it'll just stay on board and just keep you protected. Then speaking of protection, we have some Mirror Forces here. The Triple Mirror Force and the 2 Blazing Mirror Force. The reason for Blazing Mirror Force is because, again, with this deck, you don't really deal a lot of damage, so Blazing just kind of helps speed up the game a little bit for you, along with just getting rid of your opponent's boards and protecting your own monsters. Same thing with the regular Mirror Force. For one-os, we have the one bottomless, just gets rid of bigger monsters and get rid of an entire pendulum summon if you don't have one of the monsters out there to stop pendulum summons. The one compulse, just to get rid of annoying monsters. Rain of Destruction, basically, Blazing Mirror Force is, Rain of Destruction on crack, but Rain's still needed because, again, it helps you deal a little bit of damage and get rid of annoying monsters. And finally, the one Solemn Warning. So that was it for the main deck. It's a total of 40 cards, 11 monsters, 14 spells, and 15 traps. I'll go ahead and quickly go through the extra deck, even though it's not really something you'll go into that often, obviously, since your entire monster lineup prevents either player from special summoning anyway. So we have Abyss Dweller, Karen Gorgon, Castell, Dark Rebellion, Diamond Dire Wolf, Cowboy, Samurai, Gem Knight Pearl, Infernal Flame Vixen. I literally could not find the 15th rank force. I just kind of threw this in there. It's actually something you could go into with your 2 barrier statues since they are Pyro. It can boost itself up to 2700, which is pretty big for rank 4. And then if it goes to the graveyard, you can banish 3 cards from your player's graveyard. So not a bad card, but not one you're really going to go into. Sound on our Arc, Ragnar Zero, Black Ship, Rhapsody, and then the combo of Ptolemaeus and Diamond. So now to wrap it up with the side deck. So starting off, we have the 2-effect Veiler. This is important for those matchups that actually have powerful effects off of their normal summons, things like Stellar Knights. It's even good against Pepe to try to stop their Skullcrobat Joker. Biggest reason you'd want to stop Skullcrobat Joker is because it can search out the one, I think it's like Dragon Pit Magician, the one that can destroy monsters just by discarding a card with its pendulum effect. So you want to stop them from being able to search that. And then with the Tellers, you want to try to stop them from gaining advantage. And it's good against other rogue matchups like, say, your Senju that can just easily get over your boards with normal summons. Then we have the one Neospatian Grand Mole, which is really good for getting over bigger monsters. If they try to play, smart and try to set all their monsters when you have your big, special summon stoppers on board, you can use Grand Mole as like a 4th Moon Mirror Shield to get over their defense position monsters. And finally, for the monsters, we have the one Thunder King Ryo to stop those searches, which this deck barely does at all. It really only searches through duality. Then we have the free MSTs, of course, to get rid of that annoying back row. The one Dark Hole is another board wipe. And the one Dimensional Fissure to lock down the graveyard. We have the 2 Breakthrough Skill for some more effect negation. 2 Chaos Trap Hole to stop Denko and any other annoying light and dark monsters. The 1 Macro, and then the 1 Soul Drain for more graveyard control. So that was it for the deck profile on my Barrier Statue Stun deck, guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And when it comes to ads, don't skip it, just click it. And I'll catch you guys next time.